What's good? What's good is the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Shakur Stevenson and O'Shaquie Foster in the news today. Both of them going back and forth on Twitter. Actually, if you guys look at the screen, you guys will see all the tweets or whatnot. Actually, O'Shaquie is going back and forth with Shakur and Ray Ford or whatnot. Now, this is kind of crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really a fan of fighters going back and forth that are not in the same weight class, because it's not like we're gonna see y'all fight now. Granted, they're only separated by a weight class, right? Cool. So that means that a fight for them could possibly happen, but until which it's highly unlikely that Shakur goes down to 135. I believe he couldn't even make the weight anymore. That's why he moved up to. It's highly unlikely for Shakur to go down to 130. I believe he couldn't even make the weight anymore. That's why he just ended up moving up to 135. So until we see O'Shaquie move up to 135, it's highly unlikely that this fight even happens. All right, now it is very possible that O'Shaquie could fight Ray Ford. I know that he has been on record saying that he would love to fight with Emmanuel Navarrete or whatnot. But Ray, who just actually fought Saturday, actually called out O'Shaquie and, is interested in a fight with him or whatever, right? Now, as far as Shakur goes, both fighters have fights that I would love for them to be a part of. I would love to see O'Shaquie fight Navarrete. I would love to see Shakur fight any of the top guys at 135. But them going back and forth to me is just really pointless. Unless if they're gonna fight, unless if O'Shaquie moves up, I don't like seeing fighters in two separate weight classes go back and forth. But I'm gonna go ahead and let's check out the rankings and see what's really possible for both fighters, because while it's good entertainment to see them go back and forth on Twitter, it's just highly unlikely that these two are gonna fight, at least anytime soon, right? So let's go ahead and look at the possibilities for both fighters. Let's go ahead and check out the division at 130 and then 135. It's guys that these guys, Shakur and Shaq, should be fighting or focusing on rather than each other, in my opinion. But as far as, let me see. You got O'Shaquie. He got Mark Masanyo. If you guys don't remember Mark Masanyo, he had a victory over Gary Russell. It wasn't decisive. Gary Russell hurt his arm. I think it was his arm or his shoulder was hurt that fight, and it was clearly shown. And I still felt like Gary Russell could have pulled that off. But then Mark Masanyo, I think he lost to Brandon Figueroa, I believe. He's ranked number 2. You got Eduardo Hernandez. You got Ray Ford, who's we just saw go back and forth with Shaq. You got Robson Consanco, whatever. Hats off to Shaq for getting his get back with that, because I clearly thought Shaq beat him twice. I think a lot of people can agree with that. I don't know why they robbed that. Kawachi and Ngagwa. You got Oscar Valdez, some notable names. I think that Raymond Ford will be his toughest task, though, for sure. I know that he looked really good. Shaq looked really good in this fight with Ray Vargas, and I think that he's targeting a chance to unify the titles with Emmanuel Navarrete, who is just stopped. I believe he just stopped Oscar Valdez. That was actually out here in Arizona. I was supposed to go, but my daughter ended. I had the tickets and everything, but my daughter ended up being sick that day or the day before, and so I just gave away my tickets or whatever. But I think him versus. I never thought. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I do not think highly of Emmanuel Navarrete. Awkward fighter. He did his thing against Oscar Valdez, but I feel like if you have your fundamentals on point, the way Shaq does, I think that Shaq can beat him. But now, granted, you don't want to get caught by a punch with Emmanuel Navarrete, because that dude does have pop in his punch, right? But he got Mark Masanyo ranked number 2. Mark Masanyo is actually ranked number 2 in 2 of the sanctioner organizations at 130. The Kenichi Ogagwa guy, Liam Wilson, Raymond Ford is ranked number 9. So he got a few names as well, but I would definitely love to see Shaq mix it up with either Ray Ford or Emmanuel Navarrete, more so than going back and forth with Shakur. And as far as Shakur goes, we all know the 135-pound division is very stacked. You still got Vasily Lomachenko at 135 pounds. I don't know what Vasily Lomachenko is going to do. I mean, it's kind of... I mean, I don't know if this dude's gonna retire or not. I mean, he's kind of like doing what like Triple G. Like Triple G just silently went away. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude just like after he lost to Canelo, and I hate it, man, because Triple G was avoided by a lot of fighters in his due time. You know, but unfortunately, once everybody started wanting to fight Triple G only wanted Canelo, and he was only chasing after Canelo. He didn't want to like have any other big fights, the Jamal Charlos. I know Jamal Charlo was calling him out at one particular time. And Triple G this is not just me. You can go Google this, bro. His team is on board saying that they weren't interested in making a fight with Jamal Charlo. I know Demetrius Andre was calling him out at one particular time. Erzlandi Lara was. This is all like after the whole ducking part, because granted, this dude had a ton of people ducking him. Triple G did. You know what I'm saying? So he just only seemed to be focused on Canelo Alvarez. So I just, whatever. But it kind of just got off subject a little bit. But anyways, it just seems like I don't know what Vasily Lomachenko is going to do. He has the IBF title. Obviously, you got Tank Davis, who has the WBA. Now, I think we all know Tank Davis is not interested. He stated on multiple occasions he's not interested in fighting Shakur. So I highly doubt that we get that fight. You got Floyd Schofield there. They tried to make. I seriously doubt that they double back on that. They tried to get a fight with Floyd Schofield. Floyd Schofield got sick during the week of, and I think Shakur is more so just like forget it. He's moved on, and I mean rightfully so. I mean I wouldn't I don't even really see a purpose of doubling back on that. You got Andy Cruz, actually first, Shakur, who has the WBC, he has William Zepeda. That's a fight that's been talked about. Oscar De La Hoya recently came with a tweet saying that Shakur pulled out of negotiations. Shakur debunked that or whatnot. I mean, De La Hoya dude is a freaking weirdo at times, bro. Like, I think we all know that Shakur ain't pull out of no damn. He's not avoiding William Zepeda anything. De La Hoya kept William Zepeda away from Shakur Stevenson because, truth be told, William Zepeda could have fought Shakur Stevenson on the card, on that stacked Rio card back in February instead of Floyd Schofield. Then ended up being I can't even think of the other dude's name, the electrician or whatnot. That could have been William Zepeda, but William Zepeda elected to not fight Shakur or whatnot, whatever, claiming it actually he avoided him twice. The first time, I can't remember, I think it was like last year sometime, and then the second time I think he said he hurt his hand or whatnot. He wanted to wait it out, but then turned around and fought Tevin Farmer. And if you know boxing, how boxing is ran, De La Hoya put him in there with Tevin Farmer to pretty much use Tevin Farmer as a testing dummy to see how well Zepeda would do against a slick southpaw. And we all saw Zepeda did not do well with Tevin Farmer. Many people actually thought Tevin Farmer won the first fight. The second fight, I can't remember. I don't know what I was doing for the second fight. I can't remember what I was doing. I can't remember what I was doing. I think me and my wife were had a date night or something. I can't remember what I was doing. But anyways, I heard it was the second fight was close, but I still haven't got a chance to watch it. So I don't know. I mean, I would love for Shakur to get his hands on William Zepeda. I really think that Tank should as well, but whatever. He got Andy Cruz, who's actually been calling out Keyshawn. That's a rival that Keyshawn has. Frank Martin hasn't fought since Tank Davis. Tevin Farmer's coming off of a 2-loss. Rayo, who is ranked at number 8, we know that's not gonna happen. He's just coming off of a beat down with Antoine at 140. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. Then you got Keyshawn, who they've been on par saying that they're not gonna fight each other at all. But I would love, bro, another fight for Shaq, bro. After the rematch, or I don't know what Lamont Roach is gonna do, but if Lamont Roach stays at 135, I'd like to see Shakur or Keyshawn fight Lamont Roach, or if he's gonna go back down to 130, well, I think he's with the PBC, but I would like for them to somehow try to make that fight, but that's my take on that. I mean, obviously, if Shakur and Shaq could somehow fight, or if Shaq moves up to 135, I would definitely favor Shakur over Shaq by far. I think Shaq is very good, but he lacks a lot of the fundamentals that Shakur has, and obviously Shakur's ring IQ is just miles ahead of O'Shaquie Foster, and that's no shade. I'm just spitting what I see and what I witness. Okay, so I don't even think that fight would be close, even if they were to fight. I don't think it's not like it would be entertaining, but that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Do you want to see this fight, and who would you see winning? But what do I know?